I did the joke of throwing something down last time and I almost killed your foot. I'm not going to do that joke again.
So instead of throwing down, you're just going to sit down?
I just sat down. This is the Schmoedown sit down.
Okay.
Guys, we're the Cinefanatics. My name's Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And welcome to another Schmoedown reaction. It's the second half of the Throwdown, the live event they did in studio. We have the Innergeekdom match now, Rachel versus Mike.
Yeah, this one's been hyped up by Christian Harloff all over the internet, saying that this might possibly be one of the best Schmoedown matches ever done.
If not the best
Yes.
Schmoedown match ever done.
So, the hype is real. I'm hyped. Are you hyped? I feel hyped.
I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, the hype is pretty hyped.
I might not look hyped, but inside I'm doing this. I just didn't feel like doing that outside, except for just
I want to say our downstairs neighbors love us now.
What downstairs neighbors? We're in a studio.
Oh, yeah. That looks like an apartment.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, so... yeah, I've been waiting for this video all day.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Here's the thing. I feel like I've gotten spoiled both ways as far as the spoilers for this match goes. I've seen people go, Rachel! And I've seen people go, Mike! And I'm like, I don't know what to believe.
So who you got in this match?
Honestly, like, I want to say Rachel. I think it's her time. I think she's finally going to get her time. But, man, Mike has been... Mike has earned that belt, and I don't think he is ready to give it up yet.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way, but I do think Rachel's probably going to pull the win on this.
I think so, too, but you got to keep in mind, Mike knows Rachel is strong in this competition, and he's not going to take her lightly. So, this really is anybody's game.
Yeah.
But I'm betting Rachel.
I think the last time they fought each other, Rachel won that, didn't she? I believe.
If it was the three-way, if we're talking that, then yeah, Mike was the first one to go out. That wasn't Innergeekdom though, I'm thinking. Never mind.
Well,
I'm getting all my matches confused.
Either way, this is a pretty good match, and I'm eager to watch it. So let's get this one started.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Daddy's home!
Oh, no.
1 month down, one guy back, baby. Woo! Easiest time I've ever served in my life. Wait, hold on, wait. Blah, ew, blah.
You're talking about that idiot.
I am.
I love you, man. You look good. It's good to have you back.
Do you live here? What are you doing here?
I kind of do. They locked me in a room for 6 months.
I've been there. They keep trying to lock me up, but I'm always coming back out, baby. I'm always.
Oh,
I can't believe you would have the balls to show your face here. Are you kidding me? First of all, if one of us has a pair of balls, it's me. And secondly, I actually had to serve a little bit of time for putting someone through a table. Do you remember that? Drew, you're a clown. You're gonna have to play me. I'm gonna embarrass you. Okay, well, first of all, I've already TKO'd your teammate. I've TKO'd a 3-time champion. And you know what? I would love to play you, but I can't. Because the guy that runs this place says, I can't play you yet.
That's not exactly what was said.
Hey.
You cannot play in a singles match just yet. However, Sam and I have talked it over, and we have come to an agreement with a stipulation, which is that it will be a teams match that you are able to play each other in. And you're welcome to choose whatever teammate you want, and then you can take this feud to the Schmoedown arena, as it should be.
You pick anybody you want. I will. And you know what? Fine. You know what? I choose Robert Meyer Burnett. Really? You pick Burnett as your teammate for this match. Drew, that's a great decision. I have to tell you. I actually have somebody who has some business to be done with this moron, too. I'd like to introduce you to Tom Dagnino, my guy for this match.
Morons.
yeah. How's that flipper hat, man?
Oh, this one?
Nice.
You'll never see it. Shatner wasn't in this, so you never saw
I'll
it.
burn that down.
Yeah.
I will Burnett it down.
Yeah, well, guess what? This looks like it's made of Shatner's toupee hair. You know what?
Man.
Is that where you've been for the last 6 months?
Gentlemen, what are you saying?
You I want to play you.
Guy locks me in a room for 6 months, doesn't come back, no food, no water, no Netflix.
Shut your
I'd be
mouth.
surprised
We'll
if you guys
see you
get
in the
ready to spin the wheel.
I'm looking forward to it, baby. I'm looking forward to it.
Adios, moron.
Burnett him down.
Well, okay.
Guy's back! Yay! So, more fun cutscenes.
Ben Bateman's gonna be playing with Dagnino instead of Riley.
I don't think they said that.
Here we go. We are.
That was like made it sound like that was his partner.
No.
In Chicago. We know who will be playing in Chicago in that match, and it is the Odd Couple.
It's just
But now
Dagnino has stuff
we are
against
here.
Burnett,
It
so
is time
he
for
is
the
still their
main
manager, so.
event of the evening. We have the Innergeekdom Championship of the World. That's right, the challenger, Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
Yay!
Will
Hey, keep it down back there.
be facing the champion, Mike the
We have a
Killer
very loud lamp in the corner.
We have a lamp in the corner? Oh yeah, we do. Forgot that was there. We never use it.
One of them gets a belt, one of them walks home empty-handed. This is going to be such a heavyweight bout. This is what, Christian, you call, in the old days, probably when you were growing up in Queens, Bayside, a slobber knocker.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'll tell you, there's so much history here. There's so much history when you look at, you go back
That wasn't
in
the
time.
lamp.
No,
when
it was a
they
different
played
source
in
of
the
light.
Innergeekdom in season 4, and Kalinowski lost to Rachel Cushing. He got back on the horse. He said, I am going to become a much
I miss
better
Makuga's
competitor.
jackets.
He did that in Innergeekdom, but he wound up facing Rachel again in the singles division. Rachel won that match as well. But Mike created the Innergeekdom tournament.
This
He
was a
last
Wildberries
season,
jacket.
he had a whole bunch of, we know what happened last year.
It's a
with
little
corruption.
corrupt with a capital K.
All of it. I mean,
That'd
he
be
was so
awesome.
much so
That'd be
that he
sweet.
got himself to the finals of the tournament. Him
I
and
want
Rachel
one.
never fought. They thought that everyone thought that was what was going to happen. It didn't happen. But what happened was Mike wound up losing to Mara Kanopik, who ultimately went up to win the championship from Jason Inman, and then Mike figured a way to get himself in there to that title shot. Mike Kalinowski took the title from Mara Kanopik at the Schmoedown Spectacular, taking the championship and giving Corruption. He gave Corruption the win, and they have that right now, and they're riding high, and they don't want to lose it.
That's right. Will Mike Kalinowski continue to have that belt? Will Rachel Cushing take it from him? Will Christian compliment me on my shirt this evening?
Nice.
All those questions about to be answered.
It's about to happen right now. Rachel Cushing, like I said in the beginning of the program, she's looking to become the second ever double belted champion and the first to ever be double belted in the Innergeekdom. She is a solid Innergeekdom player. They are the two best of the division. They are here to scrap, and here is how it all went down.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to the end every single time. You know, just like Steve Rogers, you knock me down, I get back up, I can do this all day.
Coming into the Innergeekdom, she's going to find her groove.
And your winner! And Rachel the Crusher Cushing, a thoroughly dominating performance.
Cushing, we got an open spot. She's gonna play that guy, the new guy. Zippity Doodah.
Eunice Goldear?
And your winner! Rachel pointing at Kalinowski.
She's, to me, been the only threat to this going away from me.
This is not going to be an easy
Until
one.
Mara.
Whoever wins this tournament's going to freaking earn it.
And your winner! And boom! Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Innergeekdom champion! Mara Kanopik!
Of course, the way I see it, Mike, Rachel, whoever wants to hold the belt is just keeping it warm for Inman until he gets back anyway, so.
Yeah.
So this belt, for you guys out there.
The main event
And that's no
is
slight
now
against any of
Rachel
those
Cushing
competitors, but
looking to become the Innergeekdom
Inman is my champion.
against the reigning champion, Mike the Killer KO Kalinowski.
It'd be okay if Rachel takes it and then holds on to it until she gets all 3 belts, and then the Innergeekdom can go back to Inman. Have we mentioned these edits and logos look really good?
No, I'm hyped up already.
We have. I'm doing it again.
That
Yeah.
is, I mean, just watch
As long as they
the
keep looking
history
good, we'll
here.
keep mentioning it.
I mean, this is the, again, when you think about divisions, whether it's MMA or boxing, it's like you want to see the two best scrapping it out. These are the two best Innergeekdom players that we have in the league. I mean, they are that good, and what they know is just incredible.
I mean, in Harry Potter terms, this is like watching a Quidditch match. Who's going to score all the knickknacks or the wickwacks? We're going to find out right now.
Well, we're ready to
think
get
those sounds like
started
Ellis
here.
knows about as
All
much of Harry Potter as I
let's
do.
look at
Yeah.
the notable accomplishments
The knickknacks, paddywhacks. I don't
We're
know.
going to be here all night.
Give a dog a
There's a
bone.
lot of them.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
going to read all of them?
I'm going to read all of them. All right, so here we go. The notable accomplishments for Rachel the Crusher Cushing. She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year. She is part of the team champions. Her Innergeekdom match against Mara Kanopic was the overall match of the year in last year's
9 overtimes, something like that?
11, I think. 11. So, and Mike Kalinowski, the killer, he is the current IG champion. He is the 2018 Innergeekdom finalist, and he has victories over Mara Kanopic.
Everybody else in the Innergeekdom.
Danaka. Haben, and Adam.
Danaka.
Lavin.
I didn't hear a name you said in there because he doesn't have a victory over Rachel Cushing. Like you said, 0-2 versus Rachel. Will that change here this
He's
season?
0-2
So, yeah, the
overall
last time
and
he's
0-1
played
in
her,
the Innergeekdom.
she's
This
won.
is a big fight for him and Corruption. You know, Corruption wants to keep on to it, and
They can't even spell.
no. Well, are you ready to get going?
I mean, look at me. Do I look not ready?
All right, well, if the crowd's ready, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia showdown!
Nerd Edition!
5 rounds!
We're watching movie trivia on YouTube. It's always a nerd edition.
That is not incorrect.
First,
I mean,
representing the Shire Wolves with an Innergeekdom record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year.
Well, they said she. They must be talking about
Movie Trivia
Rachel.
Schmoedown Team
unless Mike
Champion,
Kalinowski has joined the Shire Wolves,
Challenger,
which would be a unique twist.
Rachel, the
Very twisty.
Cushing.
Thanks, Pikachu.
If they did that with teams this year, just swap people on different teams. New kind of anarchy. Uh-oh. Is she gonna pull a Sinead O'Connor at Saturday Night Live? Yes, she is. Rachel the Ripper Cushing. Oh, never mind. She's still crushing.
That was tough to see. That headshot had clearly been retouched and worked on a lot. And just to see it ripped up like that, it is nice to see the Shire Wolves back on the stage. Last time we saw them on a stage, I mean, they were at the Comedy Store winning pretty much every award that they were nominated for.
They won a lot, and we're going to see them pretty soon as they go up against critically acclaimed. But that's not why we're here today. And her opponent, representing Corruption, with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. He is the 2018 Innergeekdom Tournament finalist and
I hope the audio syncs up right, or else this will be weird.
defending movie trivia.
Yes, the audio will sync up right. Sweet.
Innergeekdom champion,
Way to question your brother's editing abilities.
the killer.
I wasn't questioning it. I was just... No, you're good. Don't worry about it. That's not Kalinowski. That's not Kalinowski either. No. It's like Stacy's back there. Those 2 redheads aren't Kalinowski either. This is like literally the new Lion's Den. I like them better than I like the Lion's Den. Though. I don't know, just something complete about this faction. I don't know what it is.
Has caused havoc. Stacey Howard joining the crew. Chance Ellison, rookie sensation, and now the champion is here. Wow, what an entrance! What an entrance! Look at what I love though. Look at the Shire Wolves just stand in court.
They could not care less.
Just stand in court with a smile on their face, like bring it.
I would say the word bemused on the faces.
I like it. All right, so there is Corruption. They have hit the table. Mike Kalinowski, the defending champion, is ready to go.
They're exchanging their pleasantries like they're saying goodbye to their son who's going off to college at the airport.
All right, so with that, With that, here we go. Mark, how does round number one
In round number one, after the introductions and Ken Knapsack picks on the youngest member of the audience, we begin round number one. Keep in mind, this is a championship match, so there are 5 rounds as opposed to the normal 3. You two are no stranger to a championship contest. In round number one, you're going to hear 10.
With that, we ask the challenger first. Are you ready?
Ready?
Champion, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
You can feel the tension in the air right now.
So thick you can cut it with a knife.
This is one of the biggest matches
hungry.
you've seen
Tension
in a long
sounds
time.
good.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Cooked
Question
medium
number
well.
1. The MCU.
Rare.
The MCU is the first category. In Captain America, the first Avenger, who plays U.S. Army Colonel Chester Phillips?
We should probably point out that the MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Good call.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3.
Nice, easy
2.
question. Get us in.
Yep.
In Captain America,
Ooh,
the first
that's
Avenger.
not a good
First
sign.
question right out the
US Army
gate.
Colonel
That's not a good
Chester
sign for
Phillips.
Mike.
Using AJT rule early, doing the calculus in their heads. It's fascinating to watch the guinea pig
5,
on the wheels
4,
in their heads.
Pressure's on in
3.
this match, though.
2, 1. Mike.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes. Rachel.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Good start. 1-1.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Get on that goal.
Each have a point. Rachel Cushing, great handwriting. Mike Kalinowski, still some work to do.
All right.
In the category of Star Wars, these are Star Wars movies, and your question is, who stars as Han Solo in the film Solo,
Spelling.
A Star Wars Story? And why is there a groan in the crowd?
It's 5 rounds.
It's a fine movie.
5, 4.
Bonus points for myself if I
Remember he
can.
met the
if I
big
spell
dog
it
in
right.
There's-
an adventure?
1.
I
Hands
can't
down,
spell
and
that.
Rachel.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yep. And Mike.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Okay, tie game.
I mean, Aaron Reich.
Alden Ehrenreich.
I just put Aaron Reich, and I don't
Is in
like the.
realm of
You just
DC
don't. You didn't do
films.
Alden?
DC.
No, I typically don't.
Batman
Just,
and Robin. What does Mr. Freeze modify into a freeze ray to cover all of Gotham in ice?
what does Mr.
Got no groan for
Oh.
that movie? They're gonna attack Solo?
5,
I can't remember what it is because
3,
I tried to forget that movie
2,
in its entirety.
1. Pens down. Mike.
The Gotham Observatory.
It's incorrect. Rachel.
A telescope.
Telescope's correct.
Well, telescope, but Mike, I would say, is actually probably
Telescope
correct.
is the
Do you
instrument.
want a challenge? I gotta give you a 5 count when you
I
tell.
probably would.
5, 4.
Nope.
Okay. All right, here you go. Okay, next.
Fair enough. So we
next
move
question.
on to question
Yeah, it was a
number 4
telescope, but
of
it's
10.
in the Gotham
And
Observatory.
This takes place in the realm of
I
Middle
want
Earth.
specifics.
This is Middle Earth, and your question is, Benedict Cumberbatch plays 2 roles in the Hobbit trilogy. One is Smaug, and the other as whom?
Who's the second one?
Why couldn't you tell me the other one and let me guess Smaug?
Yeah.
Because that one I knew.
Fun word to say, Smaug.
5,
I can't even remember.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
He's like
and
another
Rachel.
elf or something.
The Necromancer, also known as Sauron.
That's correct.
Oh.
I didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Rachel going up by 2.
See, if this was Doctor Strange, then I could guess that because that would be Doctor Strange and
Here we go.
Dormammu.
Next question, guys. Next question is from the realm of just Marvel films, not the MCU.
This is
Marvel.
not the MCU.
Who plays the Punisher, a.k.a. Frank Castle, in Punisher
Yes.
Warzone?
Okay, great reading, but you just gave away the secret identity of the Punisher.
What's his name?
Now they're going to be looking for a guy named
I
Frank.
mean, we feel bad about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike.
Ray Stevenson.
Yes. Rachel.
Ray Stevenson.
There you go. Rachel.
Ray
Still
Stevenson.
perfect.
Boss Tag.
Still perfect.
Yep.
Mike gets at least himself within 2. Next question.
Some reason I
Next
felt
up,
like doing both the first
We
and
say
last name
hi to
that time.
John Roca, who's
Weird.
all the way over in London. This is your universe, the wizarding world of Harry Potter. And your question is, a big round of applause for the Outlaw.
Yeah.
Your question is, what position did Harry Potter's dad play in Quidditch? I didn't know his old man played Quidditch. It's like in Texas, boy, I played Quidditch and you're going to play Quidditch. I don't want your life. 4,
We don't play
3,
Quidditch in Texas.
2, 1. Rachel.
Seeker?
Yes. Mike.
Seeker.
Okay.
He was the back position.
I put second string linebacker.
6-4. That's a good Who song. All right.
I have a feeling
Star
neither of
Trek
us got that
is
right.
The next one. Star Trek. Which actress, famous for her roles her role in Cheers, plays Saavik, Spock's protege and a Starfleet commander in training in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Honest question for you. How many of the Star Trek films have you seen? Were you a big Star Trek kid?
Seen all the new ones, the classic J.J. Abrams ones. 5, 4, 3.
Tap dancing.
2, 1. Pens down. Mike.
Kirstie Alley.
Yes. Rachel.
Kirstie Alley.
There you go.
Shelley Long.
Kirstie Alley.
And that is 7 questions, but they're only 2. Mike's only 2 behind.
That's right.
How'd I know that?
She
was the only one I remembered from Cheers.
One, in which case she
I was
will get a
guessing
bonus question, so you
Shelley
better
Long.
hydrate. You may have to ask an extra one. In the world of the DCEU is your 8th question. The DCEU, and that query is, David Thewlis portrays which mythical god in Wonder Woman?
Hated that ending.
The bad one. The bad version of this god.
Beverage you're sipping on.
Sprite. 5.
Flavor.
It's the only downside to that movie.
3.
Otherwise, that
2,
movie was perfect.
1.
Yep.
Rachel.
Aries.
Yes. Mike.
Aries.
Okay.
Aries.
2 points behind. But still, they're neck and neck here. Mike just had those 2 bumps up top, but he seems to have his stride now as we get into our next one. Heroes and Villains. Heroes and Villains.
Beach Boy song.
In the film Scott Pilgrim versus the World, what is the name of Scott's girlfriend, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
Do you need the first and the last name?
Yes, the first and the last name.
Like if the answer was me, you'd say Mark and Ellis.
Not David. 5.
I'm glad they said Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Edward, but it's been fun working with you.
I could get both of them though.
Pens down, please.
I love that
Almost
movie.
forgot the S on the end.
Ramona Flowers.
Yes. Rachel?
Ramona Flowers.
Ramona Flowers.
Ramona Flowers.
They put Ramona Flowers. I was like, wait a minute. That would have been wrong.
Knives Chow. That's the other one.
So far,
Nice
so
chow.
Mark, what is it?
Knives.
It's going to be a
Well,
tricky
if I
one
forgot the
because
S on
this
that,
is
would have
a
been knife chow.
Patreon question. This is a Patreon category, and this comes to us from Jonathan Peck. How about a hand for Jonathan Peck? A long-time
Good job,
fan.
Mr. Peck.
Like we said, join the movie trivia Schmoedown today if you have not already, and maybe one day I will say your name on this here program. Jonathan Peck requested the category of mixed bag. Could be anything from any world of Innergeekdom know-how. In this particular question, in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, how many Shankara stones fell to the bottom of the ravine?
Trade sheet.
Okay, don't look. I did not do anything.
It's been a minute since I've seen that movie.
Forgetting my middle name.
5, 4, 3.
Been a good couple of years.
2.
George.
That's what I
1.
meant.
Rachel?
2.
For the perfect game, yes it is. And it's 2. Perfect round.
2.
After 3.
Perfect round, and it is 10-8. Mike still got it. Only missed 2.
Hey, Rachel got a perfect round.
Rachel Cushing. Now, Rachel, this is just for you. You do not have to write this down. Here you go. This is your bonus question. If you get it, you have a point. Here you go. Bonus. What page does Snape tell the class to turn to in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban when he is covering for Lupin's defense against the Dark Arts class? Five, 4.
394.
Correct.
Wow. Holy wow. That's insane.
Rachel Cushing
I'm out.
has a 3-point lead over the champion with a perfect
Just
round.
give her the belt now.
And she is now
Jeez.
3 points over on the champion as we get into round number 2. Mark, how does round number 2 go?
Mike Kalinowski, on any other day, maybe that's the headline, said he got 8 points. In
Guy
the
and
Innergeekdom
Burnett
Championship
versus
in round number
Bateman and
1.
Dagnino
There you go.
debuts March 4th.
So you're right.
Dagnino
was gonna be the
Rachel, you may
teammate
select. Do you
there.
want to spin that wheel first, or would you like to defer
Fair
to
enough.
the killer?
I shall defer.
You're going to defer. All right. So
Mike
here we go.
Kalinowski.
Oh, it should be an interesting match.
Please
then.
spin
Yeah.
gently, Mike.
Right.
Please don't harm that wheel.
All right. There you go.
Don't harm that wheel.
Good spin by the champion.
Come on, killer. Don't hurt
Wait to
him.
see where it's going to land.
And here we go. Round and round it goes. Mike Kalinowski.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
Looking for something in the world of comic book
he's looking
movies. This
Marvel.
could be
Oh,
Marvel.
you keep that.
All right, what's he want to do here?
This
This does not say MCU.
No, it's Marvel. I think that if it was MCU, he probably would
So-
stay right away. But let's see, what's he going to do?
He
Oh, yeah.
Keep it.
is maybe looking.
This is
over
regular
for
Marvel,
5
not
count
MCU.
here, managerial
5.
help.
Going to go again.
Gonna go.
Yeah.
Nice
Ooh.
easy spin there. Oh God, that's a strong spin.
It's all right.
All right, well, this gives us a perfect opportunity to remind everybody out there watching that I'll be in Seattle March 14th. You can get tickets at markellislive.com.
And while you're at it, get tickets for the free-for-all.
That's March 23rd, Christian, in downtown Los Angeles at the Globe Theater. Did Mike happen to
might have
spin
been-
the one he wanted, which is
That's what he
DCEU?
wanted. That's what he wanted.
That was a good
He's going to
respin.
take DCEU, and I'm going to remind everybody right now that that wheel is a very special wheel because the wheel for today's match is actually a sponsored wheel, and that is by Mr. Nathan Ovendale. How about a hand for
Thank you,
Nathan?
Mr. Ovendale.
Now, his sponsored slices are Middle Earth and Star Trek. Thank you for those, Nathan, and thank you for sponsoring the wheel. That wheel which turned to DCEU for Mr. Kalinowski.
All right, DCEU. All right, Mike, you're going to get 5 questions here in the DCEU. Here's your first. In Justice League, we first see Wonder Woman following a terrorist bombing in which city?
Is that Greece? No. It was in the bank.
Yeah, I remember
5,
the bank.
It wasn't in Greece.
4, 3.
Paris.
It's incorrect.
London.
For 2 points.
Steal. Now it's a 5-point gap.
All right, here's the next one.
Oop, Mike's not
In
happy.
Aquaman, who voiced the King of the Fishermen? King Raku.
Dijman Hansu.
Shaiman Hansu is correct.
Nailed it.
That's correct. All right. Okay.
Did I know he was in
Question
the
3.
bank?
In Suicide Squad, when the squad is first assembled at the airport to get their clothes and weapons, who arrived in the large duffel bag?
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang.
Correct.
Also, George Harkness.
Yeah,
the
2 more.
character's name.
2 more. 2 more. In Man of Steel, while in the interrogation room, using his X-ray vision, what does Superman say is also in Dr. Hamilton's breast pocket alongside with his ID badge? Five, 4, 3,
The
2.
rule of lifesavers.
Correct.
I didn't remember that.
Okay. Last question. In Justice League, when Bruce points out Barry's special heat-resistant suit, what sport does Barry claim to use it for as a cover story?
Oh. I remember him saying some. What was that?
5,
Hockey?
4,
No.
3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, speed skating, B, ski jumping,
Luge.
C, ice dancing, D, luge?
Luge.
Ice dancing.
For 1 point.
Oh.
All
okay.
right. So Mike got himself a 2-point lead, but that steal was huge.
Looming large
I'm
right
trying to
now.
remember
Rachel
anything from
Cushing is
Justice
going to
League.
step up to the wheel here. Christian, you're right. That was a 2-point steal. Rachel knew it right
I
away.
remember
She knew
Bruce
it
talked
was
to
London.
Barry.
Rachel, whenever you are ready.
I actually
you
remember
may
being very
spin
entertained by that
said
movie. Let's be
wheel.
fair.
All right, Rachel spinning, and she was on the run.
Was it the best? No. Was it good?
She was on the run.
It was entertaining.
And they asked her, "Is there anything on the wheel you're scared of?" Her response, "No."
I can't imagine that at this point.
Yeah.
You know, being a veteran of the Innergeekdom for both these competitors, even Mike Kalinowski, even though he spun away from Marvel, I still think he would have done pretty well in that category.
Is that DC, or should we have DC?
Spin that again.
No, DC. is
DC,
fine.
he almost got Harry Potter.
That counts. Yeah, he had DCEU. So DC. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna spin again.
She's just spinning it anyway.
Okay, spinning, and here's the spin.
It was so close to Harry Potter.
And Rachel's shirt, by
They
the
both
way,
get their strings.
designed by Mean the Machine, actually available now on TeePublic.
Oh, wow, that's
it's on our
the
store.
Schmoedown really has ceased to become just a league and is in fact a family.
Yep.
You are the dad, I am the drunk uncle.
The only thing that she'd have to spin away from is if it hit DCEU.
That's right, it's coming around. It's not going to be DCU, it could be
It's
Star
not.
Trek.
Star Trek.
Ooh.
Star Trek.
I'm not going to get any of these right, so
Five
here we go.
questions, and
Could be
category that
the
allows
classic
me to do
J.J.
this.
Abrams one. Wow.
All right, Rachel, the first of 5 questions. Total of 10 points.
There's
on the
Christian's
table
face
right
is going to
now
be
in
a
round
caption
number
this
2.
on the Facebook group
In
later.
the beginning of Star Trek Beyond, Kirk has applied for a promotion. What would his new rank be?
Vice Admiral.
Give her 2 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess Commander's a step down from Captain.
There, look at that.
Captain and I guess
All right, your next
Vice
question.
Admiral.
What is the name of Kirk's son in the original series films?
David.
That is the correct David. Yes, it is.
Rachel Cushing is on fire.
It is not Edward. It is, in fact, David.
Wow.
All right. Your next question, Rachel. Number 3 in this round of 5. In Star Trek The Motion Picture, Persis Kambata plays what character? We need the character name.
Lieutenant Ilea.
And we got the Ram.
I thought that was actually the name of the character.
2 points for Rachel.
That sounds like a Star Trek name to me.
Yeah.
Two more questions.
Okay.
Your penultimate one in round number dos. In Star Trek First Contact, who plays the man who discovers light speed? Zephyr
From Babe, the farmer.
James Cromwell.
Yes.
It is in fact the guy from Babe.
Oh, I'm not even attempting
He
these
talks
right
to
now.
pigs in that movie.
I'm just entertained
I was
by
like,
the Schmoedown.
from Babe, the farmer.
As Babe would say, la la la.
I just choose to sit in awe of Rachel's
Yeah,
knowledge.
he just said it.
Last question.
Yeah.
In round number 2 in the world of Star Trek. In 2009's Star Trek, Spock maroons a mutinous Kirk. What is the name of the planet that Kirk gets left on?
Delta Vega.
It is Delta Vega.
Yeah, it was like that ice planet Hoth.
Of outer space.
I mean,
You're witnessing greatness.
I mean, this is like Jordan playing. Wow. All right. Okay, so now we get to round number 3 with Rachel finding herself with a big lead here, 8-point lead as we get into round number 3. That's the betting round. Mark, how's that go?
It is the betting round, and although Rachel enjoys an 8-point lead, anything can happen in this round. Here's how it works. You go ahead and spin at your leisure.
There's the spin. Rachel gets the spin in there.
All right.
They're going to sit down. They're going to
Rachel gets a spin. I mean, I would say she didn't have the best 2 spins because she got, like DC movies and Star Trek.
You say that,
You
but
didn't
to her.
see Harry Potter. You didn't see Middle Earth on there. And for Mike Kalinowski, we know that we still have things like the MCU working out there, Star Wars, scores and soundtracks.
This is interesting.
Is it going to be
No.
DCEU?
So the DCEU, this is something Mike definitely wants to hit. Now, what will happen here? DCEU. All right. Okay, so we're going to write your points down, guys.
Judges have seen them.
All right.
I'm gonna go with
Here we
2 points.
Here's the question.
Same.
In Batman versus Superman, what weapon was Lex Luthor going to use to get Martha Kent killed?
That's a really weirded question.
4,
Weirdly worded question.
2,
What weapon was
1. Pens down, please. All right, how many points, Mike?
I bet 2 points.
And you chose?
I said flamethrower.
And Rachel, how many points?
3 points.
And you chose?
Bomb.
Mike Kalinowski's correct.
I said Doomsday.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Rachel loses 3.
All of a sudden, it's out.
That was incorrect.
20-17 game.
As I mentioned, I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in the theater.
8 point, and now it is 3 points as the speed round comes. You were right though about as we went into that betting round. That was big. He hit the
we hated
DCEU,
the
and we
DCEU
find
here for
ourselves
some
in a
reason.
3-point game. Wow, the champion needed that
That's not
because
true.
here we go into the speed round. Mark, what's going on there?
If you think the tide can turn in the betting round, if you're watching at home, wait until you see what we have in store for these competitors. Now, it is a gauntlet in a championship match in round 4, maybe the clearest indication of that because...
Okay, guys, so you guys are ready to go. All right, here we go. Speed round begins now. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back?
Bert.
Mike.
Irvin Kershner.
Yes, Irvin Kershner. Oh, no, Bert.
Idris Elba, Kieran Hines, and Nicolas Cage.
Ghost Rider 2.
Spirit of Vengeance.
Yes.
Yep. Ghost Rider 2.
Gene Hackman portrayed Lex Luthor
3.
in how many?
Mike.
3.
Yes. Who played Bilbo Baggins in?
Mike.
Not Hurt.
Mark Freeman.
No, it was
Sorry,
Ian
2
Holm. Lose a
seconds.
point.
Didn't have
Lose
it.
a point. All right, last one.
Ian Holm.
Hold
Yeah.
on 1 sec. And we are reset for the last question.
Who does Tony name as CEO
Pepper.
of
Pepper.
Stark?
Mike.
Pepper Potts.
Yes.
Wow.
Kalinowski
Wow.
tied up the game.
Jeez.
Down by 8.
He
Finds
dominated
himself
that.
Tied as we go into the
Yeah.
final round.
Wow.
The championship round.
You know,
Wow.
Christian, I had a joke prepared once we get into round 5 that it's one more round and then I get to drink a beer, but this may not be the last round because we could be looking at some extra innings here.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
Cray-cray, as the kids say.
crazy. The fact that we went from an 8-point lead to a tie game is crazy. Okay, here we go. Round number 5, championship round. What do we got?
In round number 5, this is the round that could determine our
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, and 9 for
Mafia.
the champion, the challenger.
2, 8, 7.
2, 8, and 7. Rachel will answer her 2-pointer first. Category number 2, Rachel chose Star Wars. Low gray,
is which type of creature in Star Wars canon?
A wolf, right?
Ewok.
Correct.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was thinking it was like the Wolfman looking creature. Yeah, Ewok.
All right.
The messenger.
I'm not used to seeing a
And
hyphen in
this
his name, though.
corresponds to tiny
Yeah,
little
it's the medicine
film trilogy
shaman.
called Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. And your question for 2 points. Name the 2 human members of the Fellowship in the Fellowship of the Ring.
Boromir and Faramir?
And Striker.
Aragorn
Oh, Aragorn.
and Boromir.
And Boromir.
We are tied.
Yeah, Faramir wasn't really part of the Fellowship, was he?
Here's Rachel Cushing. Here's Rachel Cushing, who now has
I was
her
like Striker.
three-pointer.
Aragon.
Harry Potter.
Aragorn, yeah.
For your 3-pointer. Harry Potter.
Tarragon.
What is the first name of the founder of the House of Hufflepuff?
Nope.
Helga.
3
Yeah.
points.
I was like, it's like Emma or Helga.
How dare you call Emma
We should know
Hufflepuff?
that too. So
Emma
I apologize
Fyfe.
to Helga. I know she's watching. All right. All right, Christian. What number did Mike select for his 3
Mike
points?
chose 6.
He
Oh,
ju-
here we go.
I knew that. I was
He's
just
gonna get it
testing
too,
you.
isn't he?
Mike, for your 3-point question, you have selected. Rachel got one of her favorites with Harry Potter.
Back
Mike
and
gets one of
forth.
his favorites with the MCU. The MCU. And for 3 points, your question is, what was the name of the legal documents the United
Sokovia
Nations
Accords.
passed
Yep.
that declared the Avengers no longer be a private organization
this.
in the film
Oh, yeah.
Captain America: Civil War? 3 points.
I believe it was signed by 117 nations,
5.
and that is the Sokovia Accords.
Didn't need the nation part, but he got 3 points.
All right. So we are
tied
tied
again.
again. So Rachel Cushing's going to get a chance to hit her 5.
Wow.
If she hits it, it bounces back to Mike, and Mike will try to hit his 5 regardless. Just whether or not he's going to try to tie it or try to win it will depend on this right here, Rachel. Marvel films. In X2. What 3-word phrase is written on the knife Nightcrawler leaves behind after his assassination attempt on the
Mutant
president?
Freedom Now.
Mutant Freedom Now.
5 points for Rachel.
Oh,
And now
Gee,
we
yeah.
are in a very interesting position. Mike Kalinowski has a chance to tie it. If he hits it, we go to sudden death. However, if he misses it, Rachel
This is what you want for your first
Cushing is
throwdown.
the new Innergeekdom champion. Here we go. Mike chose category
bar
number
is set
9.
high.
That corresponds to the category of who said it? These are the quotes
Oh, gosh.
category. And your question is, when asked, do they fear, who responded with the quote, a cage to stay behind bars until use and old age accept them, and all chance of valor is gone beyond recall or desire.
As do they fear?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
When asked, do they fear, who responded with the quote, a cage to stay behind bars until use and old age accept them, and all chance of valor is gone beyond recall or desire.
like a Lex Luthor line, or
5, 4, 3, 2.
Is it Aowen?
Yes, it is.
Tie game!
Wow! Wow!
Sudden death!
you're Cushing like, yep.
It is a sudden death for the championship!
Oh my goodness.
Wow!
Goodness.
What we got here, this is one of the best matches. Now look, sudden death's a little different this year. And champion, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Challenger,
Let's do it.
let's begin sudden death in the realm of Star Wars. In the realm of Star Wars. What is the name of the ship Holdo commanded in The Last Jedi?
Oh, gosh.
15 seconds, just like round number 1. You gotta go deep
5,
into the recesses of your
4,
mind to try to calm yourself.
3, 2, 1. Mike
Cruiser Ninko.
and Rachel.
Ninka.
And your winner!
Uh-oh.
And
Good job, Rachel.
Wow.
Very nice.
It was Ninka, not Ninka.
And it was on this day the movie trivia Schmoedown became a sport. Holy crap!
Oh, Christian, you tell me what it is about Innergeekdom matches, about the championship atmosphere. A standing ovation.
I think she just earned her spot for sure on the Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown.
They're chanting her name like the champion she is. Mike Kalinowski,
Rachel Cushing, Player of the Year. Already!
Jeez. Authorities involved, and it's just something about the Innergeekdom and a championship level match, Christian, that requires sudden death, and you know what? We're here for it.
That was, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, like that, I've seen, we've been doing this for a long time. That's got to be, if not, I don't care if it's teams, I don't care if it's singles, that's the best championship match there's ever been.
Time can be a cruel mistress, and sometimes we are prisoners of the moment, but I would not consider what you said hyperbole, because you look at the score, 31 to, I mean, Christian, this is what you want. This is why you pay the $2.99. Hell, my mom just texted me. She would have paid $20 for a match of this caliber.
It was crazy because, look, Mike Kalinowski was in deep trouble. He came back.
That's a great point. That's right. Two perfect rounds.
He was down. He came back. He came back, and he had a perfect fifth round. He had a perfect speed round.
It was a heck of a game.
Almost.
And that ends
he
up being
dominated the speed round.
Yeah.
And he had just an absolutely incredible showing towards the second half there. And he showed why he was the champion. He has nothing to hang his head up, and you know him. I'm going to guarantee that he's talking about his next match pretty soon here.
That's right. Mike Kalinowski, if there's one thing you can say about him, you get past all the corruption stuff, the guy loves the Innergeekdom category. He loves playing in this division, and he's not going to let a simple vowel like replacing an A with an O get him down for too long. He'll go home, lick his wounds tonight. Tomorrow he's going to wake up ready to try to get that belt once again. And we just so happen to have an interview with Mike Kalinowski, who was felled by Rachel Cushing, and his gaggle of men and women.
Not happy.
Oh, they're crowded with Jen Sturger. Jen, we hope you're hanging in okay.
We are running out of room back here, guys. We are running out of room. Mike.
Jennifer?
That match may have been one of the best matches I've ever seen here at the Schmoedown.
It got there. Eventually. It got there.
You were obviously behind round one, round two.
You could say that.
And then came the betting round.
I came through, you know.
I mean, you literally felt the energy in the room shift, didn't you?
Yeah, it was my game. It was at that point, I knew, started off, had my fumbles, midway through the match, I was like, this is going very well. But I'm a champion, and, you dig back in, and you know what you know. And at the end there, it's my own fault. I do, as everyone knows, I study, I have my notebook, I wrote Ninko in my book. So it's my own spelling, nothing to take that away. Rachel deserved that match, she played phenomenal, so, I'm glad, it went the way it did.
Yeah, as you guys are keep adding to your faction here, I've got to ask you, what's next for you guys? Are you going to continue in Innergeekdom? Are you going to challenge Rachel again? Like, what is going to happen now?
Well, of course, this isn't over. This is just how it goes. I lost, I'll come back and I'll go and I'll win it next time. Simple as that. It's not going to happen. I mean,
do you ever worry that she has your number? This is quite a few times now.
It's 3 now.
Yes,
3. And every time it's coming. You saw what happened there. So
closer and closer.
Bleeds. Going into that match, didn't look like she was going to bleed that far, but she did. I caught her and she bled. And I pulled some great ones. The AO that I thought was a great pull. But you learn something from every match, and I love. It's easy to be the champ. It's easy to be. Everyone loves you. It's easy with the. But how someone handles defeat, that's just as important. So she taught me that lesson.
So is your focus still going to be Innergeekdom, or
no? We're branching out. Look, you just said everything. Look at this. Come on, we're faction now. We're going everywhere. We've got teams going in this. I'm going back into singles, and I'm going to get back in that belt. Was it Comic-Con? That's what the next defense is going to be. That's where we're going to be on the other side of that table, getting that belt back.
Spoilers, Mike. Jesus.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you what it is. It's how it's going to go.
Would you want to face Rachel at Comic-Con?
Of course I want to. You kidding me?
Woo!
You kidding me? A spelling error? I'm going to lose on a spelling error? No. We're going to go again.
All right. Back to you guys.
All right. Wait a minute, Christian. It appears is there Ken Knapsack.
Oh, wait, Ken Knapsack.
Ken Knapsack and Grace Hancock.
Oh, they had some words? Okay, well, fine. Let's have Ken and Grace.
Yeah, I didn't.
All right, fine. Ken and Grace had some words, apparently.
Well, Jennifer, I want to let you know there's been some wild accusations that the wonderful lioness returning, we own the copyright on that name, by the way, has distracted Roxy and sent her down the 5 freeway to Disneyland or something. Where did you do that?
If sweet, precious little baby Roxy is having a blonde moment and can't keep her Google Calendar straight, it's not my problem.
Yes, that's our official statement on that situation, so all the chat rooms can stop asking that question now.
You guys do know there's such thing as caller ID, right?
Look, counterintelligence, we have it. We've blocked it. That you can do that, right? You could just buy. We bought an Android. We bought an Android or something.
Great. Can I go back to the desk now?
Christian, I don't know what. I know that Grace Hancock just insulted all blondes, and as somebody who dyed his hair blonde for 3 months, I take that personally.
That was. Look, I gotta say, to be honest, I liked Mike's interview. I really did.
Classy with a capital K.
I mean, look, he's obviously been under the lights here for the last year about making some moves that maybe weren't very favorable with the audience, but he played like a champion today. He really did. He just happened to miss. You know, it's funny. Again, I mentioned the Schmoedown Rundown episode, and Rachel said it inside of that episode. She said this is going to be a knockout, drag-out fight, and it's all going to be about the brain fart. It's all going to be about just the one person that misses, and Mike just happened to be that one at the very last second. He almost had it. He almost had the ship, but Rachel had the actual ship, and because of that, she is now a double-belted champion, and Jen Sturger is with the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom champion, Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
That's right, guys.
All right, let's add a third belt.
Rachel, don't ruin your makeup. You look amazing. Your shoulders have got to be getting heavy at this point. Congratulations on being the first double-belted champion.
It's a good Sam Levine impression she's doing there.
I mean,
Nice.
I'm just flabbergasted by everything that I just saw.
Did Sam do a preemptive Rachel impression?
Is it like a prerequisite for you
good
that
question.
you have to put on the match of the year every time?
I don't know. That was a hell of a match, and first and foremost, I will say, corruption aside, Mike, that was an incredible match, well fought. You fought back. I mean, not a lot of people would fight back from an 8-point deficit, and he did, and he got that quote from my girl Aowen, and so props to him, and thank you for making that a knockdown drag-out fight. I am going to go home and sleep for a week, but game knows game, and he studies hard, and he is a top contender for a reason. The people he surrounds himself with, I can't account for, but whatever.
Speaking of people that you surround yourself with, obviously, Clark isn't with you right now, and you guys just recently lost Emma. So the Fife Club is obviously in shambles right now. What does this win mean to you?
Oh, it means everything to me. And Clark was in my corner today. She walked out with me, and she stood by my side while that gaggle walked out. And I owe her everything. She's my ride or die. And, next up, we're defending this belt right here, and we're really excited about it. And we are very proud of Emma and excited for her new opportunities. And Mark's going his own way, but Clark and I have each other, and that'll be more than enough.
Absolutely. How cool is it to see little girls wearing your face on their shirts?
It makes all of this so worth it. There's a lot that goes into this.
Either worth it or a really weird horror movie.
Souls into it, and sometimes it's really hard. But then you look at the little girls that were at the New York Live event, Christian's daughter, and others who have come up to me and called me a role model, and it just wipes away all the trolls and all the negativity, and makes me even more proud to be standing here with both of these belts, because if it inspires even one of them to think that they could do something like this, as silly as this is. Come here.
Aww.
This is Viv. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Look at the camera and say hi.
Hi. Who knew Christian's daughter would be this shy about speaking?
And I love that she's a huge geek and knows way more about Harry Potter than her dad ever will.
Nice.
Thank you, sweetie.
God, how sweet is this? So obviously, while today feels really good, and I'm sure you are going to go home and rest, but I got to ask you, Mike's already calling for you at Comic-Con. Any chance that you would want to see that happen?
If he wants to lose for a fourth time to me, bring it.
Back to you guys.
How about that, Mike goodness, there is your new Innergeekdom champion, as well as your team champion, Rachel the Crusher Cushing, finally fulfilling your destiny, becomes the Innergeekdom champion. And thank you to both Rachel Cushing and Mike Kalinowski for putting on one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, Rachel and Mike put on a hell of a show, but we need to tighten security up around here. We got random fans just running into interviews. I mean, it is chaos here in the studio, absolute entropy, and that's what you want after an amazing Innergeekdom Championship match, after one hell of a team match that we had as the undercard, and that is all thanks to everyone out there for watching us and supporting us year in, year out, day in, day out here on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Himalaya. You want to check out the podcast version of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, go to Himalaya.fm. And Christian, before I turn it over to you to say goodnight, I'll just let everybody out there know, in the words of our dearly departed late great comedian friend Brody Stevens, keep pushing, stay positive. Was this one of the best matches we've ever had? You got it.
It absolutely was, and you know he's looking at us, smiling at us right now. So look, this was something special. The Schmoedown Throwdown. We've had our live events, and the live events we started in New York. Season 6, we told you it was going to be something special, and it has been. This has been the magic season. It is continuing to be the magic season, and every single match just keeps proving that. This Schmoedown Throwdown was fantastic. I thank for everybody who's been watching. If you're watching later on the replay, this was some big stuff, and there's more coming. Like I said, on March 23rd, the free-for-all goes down. Buy your tickets to Schmoedown Live, and as well as Chicago, that's going down. And if there's still tickets left, Mark said it before, there are the 2 live events. Make sure to get those tickets today. Mark said it before.
Some other live events coming too.
It is very helpful.
Oh yeah.
You can go to the Apple Podcast or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast and download it. It really helps. That's a way to do it. So people go, well, if I can't spend the money on it, on Patreon, how do I get
How do I hit the button if I don't know what the thing is?
Just subscribe to the podcast feed. It continues to help tremendously. Thank you guys. Really hope that you enjoyed it, because I know we did. I know this crowd did. And once again, congratulations to the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom champion, Rachel the Crusher Cushing, for Mark Ellis.
You want to fight in my bouquet?
No, I'm cool. And for everybody else in studio, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Well, that's it. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Wow. Holy crap.
Well, that was a fantastic match.
I feel worn out just watching those two go at it there. That was intense. That's beyond probably my abilities ever could be in the Innergeekdom team.
You know, here's the thing, like the rematch, I would actually kind of like to see that go as an Iron Man. An Innergeekdom Iron Man match between those two would be fantastic.
Yeah. Oh. Man, if they do that in Chicago? Oh,
no, they're doing it at Comic-Con.
Yeah, if they do that at Comic-Con, an Innergeekdom Iron Man match between those two, they could probably raise the price of that live event and they'd still sell out pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
As long as San Diego sells out faster than LA.
Hey, if you're in LA, you can still get your tickets for the free-for-all, the Schmoedown free-for-all. They're still on sale, and probably will be by the time you edit this and put it out there.
Yeah, because that's going to be in a couple hours.
So, yeah, bunch of live events heading down the pipeline here. There's apparently one where it has a date, but we don't necessarily know the location yet.
Oh, Christian's teased it enough. It's going to be in Houston.
Apparently we know the location.
It's going to be Houston, Texas, which will be close enough.
I hope it is, because otherwise your confirmation right now is...
Well, it's going to be close enough for us to go.
Yeah, so we're expecting Houston. We assume it's Houston. We obviously don't know for sure unless Christian says the words live event in Houston, but we expect it to be Houston, which is about 3-hour drive for us from here in Austin, Texas. So
we're going. If it's in Houston,
we'll be going.
We're going. Yeah. We will be there. So if you're going to go, you can see us. I don't know if that's really going to sell tickets, but I mean, at this point...
Hey, 2 of you out there who really like the Cinefanatics, you're going to Houston now for a live event.
More than 2. Anyways, so that was a fantastic match. Rachel, very well deserving of that belt.
Let's go for a 3rd belt.
Yes.
Singles, come on.
Would like to see that.
I need Rachel to be the first 3-belt. I don't know why I need her to. I just need her to be the first 3-belt holder because she's on the path for it right now.
Yeah.
She's a triple threat and show it with the 3 belts. Yes.
I think the only other thing to mention while I was grabbing my phone for a minute was, again, the Patreon. This Patreon is starting to build up more and more. It's like almost every day, Emma is making new changes to it, and it's becoming more and more increasingly worth it to join the Patreon.
Yep.
As of right now, as of like yesterday, she has started a Discord chat, which is fantastic because you're able to chat with other patrons. Emma is on there a lot, so you can kind of share words with her as well. I've seen some of the other competitors have come in. I've seen Ken Knapsack that. I've seen Kevin Smets.
Mike was on there.
Yeah, Kalinowski was in there. Earlier was, there was like so many, I'm like losing track of them. Roxy's been in there.
Yep.
Stacey Howard I saw in there earlier. So, yeah, join the Patreon. At least $2, you'll be able to get into the Discord and be able to chat.
Chat away. Yep.
And also, thanks to Emma, our reactions to exhibition matches are now being shown on the Patreon as well. So you can see our reaction to the Black History Month exhibition match.
The fight between Jay and Winston. It was absolutely
fantastic.
hilarious. So if you are not part of the Patreon, we recommend getting on there just to see that match. I think you got $1, you get it in about 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, like March 14th, it will be available for all patrons. As of right now, if you're at the $10 level, you'll be able to see it.
So jump on there, get on that $10 level, see it right now, and you can also see our reaction to it right now as well.
Yep. The only other thing, I've mentioned it before, we do have South by Southwest is coming up here in Austin, Texas. We will be attending South by Southwest. We are hoping and crossing our fingers trying to get into the world premiere of Jordan Peele's Us. If we are able to get in that and secure seats, we will be doing a review as long as there's not like some kind of embargo we have to pay attention to. But make sure you subscribe to the Cinefanatics so you can follow our adventures. If you are going to be in Austin at South by Southwest, drop us a comment, let us know, see if we can meet up with you.
Do a Schmoedown fan meetup right here in Austin.
Yeah.
I love that.
Speaking of the Schmoedown, down below we do have the link for the Schmoedown playlist. If you're new to the Schmoedown, go check them out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe over with them. Also, make sure you like and comment with us, the Cinefanatics. Also up here is a subscribe button so you can subscribe to us, and there's also other videos over here that you can watch and check out. And as always,
save Martha.
Why did you say that name?
I don't know, it felt right.
Oh, whatever. Later. See ya. Out of all the movies you could quote, why does it have to be from the DCEU?